Hey guys, it's Diet About a Girl. Welcome back to my channel where I vlog about having type 1 diabetes and my life with it. That sounded really enthusiastic, didn't it? Anyways, today I want to talk about how to survive your birthday, because I know that it can be very tricky. And for those of you who are like, really? Right now? Well, tomorrow's my 20th birthday. So I figured I should preach and then practice what I preach. See what I did there? Do you guys remember that song by the Black Eyed Peas called Where Is the Love? People got me, question me, where is the love? Yeah. That line just happens to be in there, that's why I just thought about it. I don't know. I'm super random today, like, more so than usual. I'm exhausted. I don't know how. I slept for almost 12 hours last night. Although, I mean, I have a guess. It's probably the constant CGM going off, so it's not like I get, like, a full 12 hours of sleep. And, of course, I'm really stupid, and I forget to, like, link the sensor alarms to silence. It's a great time. So, anyways, birthday survival guide. My birthday extravaganza outing started weeks ago. That sounds so terrible. But, I went to the Type 1 Summit in Boston last weekend, right? Yes, last weekend. I had to look at my calendar here. And for those of you who are very confused, I did do a vlog about it, but forgot to upload it because for those of you who don't know, I have a streaming show problem. I've been trying to finish up Game of Thrones before Easter, and The People vs. O.J. Simpson, and Teen Mom, Dance Moms, Pretty Little Liars. So I didn't upload the last video, which I filmed on the 3rd of March, and I didn't upload it because I was too busy streaming, and the YouTube was slowing the streaming down, and I was not having it because I go to bed at like 7 o'clock because of my job. So if I have a chance to stream a video, I will. And I just totally never thought to like leave my computer up and publishing the video while I was asleep. So I'm going to upload that one today as well. So don't be confused and like think that I went and filmed 2 videos today because I do not have that in me. Anyways, so last weekend I went to the Type 1 Summit, and the day before that I went birthday shopping with my grandfather because he decided he wanted to go like super early and be the first person to take me out, and the first part of that day was like a catastrophe. Okay, so we went out for breakfast to one of my favorite diners out here, and it's a really funny story about this diner because one time I wanted to go with Kai, and the line was too long, and I like almost threw a fit because I haven't been here in forever. And so then we got a gift card from my grandmother for this place, and Kai was like, "You hate that place." What? No. So you don't remember something to like remind him of the almost tantrum I had, and he was like, "Oh yeah, all right, that's fine." So, but I love this place, and it is literally almost too busy to go. So it was not busy that day, and I was like, yes. So, okay, also for those of you who don't know, when it comes to breakfast, it's like 2 foods for me. Omelet or chocolate chip pancakes, but 9 times out of 10, it's an omelet. Why? I'm not really sure. So anyways, we sit down, my blood sugar's 189, I bolus for 60 carbs, I dual wave it, and then like an hour later my sensor says I'm above 400. And I'm like, what? And we're in the car, so I'm like, trying to pull the pump out of my pocket, and like take care of it, and I'm like, what? And then we get to Kittery, Maine, which is like my favorite place in the world. So we get there, and I checked my blood sugar, and I was like 321, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? So I correct, I fix it, and I'm all set by the time I get home, which then I like took a nap. For those of you who didn't know, I had a yeast infection while all of this was going on, so I would like get seriously tired come like 2 in the afternoon and have to take like a 7-hour nap. I woke up super low, super confused, and I had to go buy juice boxes, but okay, we've had our story time, so now hopefully I'm less random and I can finish this vlog. So my first suggestion to you guys is to know your limits. So, like, if you want to go out and eat, like, a crazy 4-course meal and dessert, that's fine. Like, do you. But make sure you know when enough is enough, and, like, you know when you've given enough insulin. Like, I know at a time my body can only handle like 25 units. If I do any more than that, I'm going to be like dead. So just make sure you know your limits, you know? Make sure you definitely are giving enough, but that you don't push yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, enjoy your birthday, do what you want to do, but make sure at the same time, too, you're not, like, overdoing it, if that makes sense. I feel like that made sense in my head. That's okay. My second suggestion is try to figure out where you're going at least, 12 hours in advance. You can plan out some sort of idea as to what you're going to eat and as to what you need to be bolusing for. And you're probably like, why would I want to do research for a birthday dinner? Because you will not regret this. Like, I know tomorrow where I'm going with Bon Qui Qui. So I know approximately what I'm going to order. I know approximately how many carbs are going to be, because it makes your life that much easier. Instead of trying to guesstimate on the spot and realizing, oh my god, you were wrong, am I going to go low for the next 4.5 hours? That is where it comes in useful. And, of course, know your limits. Know when you should be pre-bolusing, when I go out to eat, I like to bolus like 20 minutes before my meal comes, unless I've been like low for the past hour or like under 150 all day. I tend to like to bolus 20 minutes before I get my food, because when you do that, when your food starts to peak, your insulin is already working. So therefore, there's a lesser of a chance that you're going high. And I don't know about you guys, but like having a high blood sugar on my birthday sucks. It's happened once or twice. And by once or twice, I mean maybe a couple of 100 times. Let me redeem on myself tonight. Yeah, this is how I feel today. I was like really depressed yesterday and like was just totally out of it. I literally watched Friends all day and like cried. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm going to be in a better mood today. I'm going to film a vlog. Those always put me in a good mood. And now look at me, I like can't shut up. Sometimes I feel really bad for you guys, but then I remember that y'all choose to watch the videos, so. So pre-bolusing, knowing your limits, double checking and knowing where you're going, because it can seriously help. Now, my next tip is for cake and ice cream and all that fun stuff. And for those of you who are about to tell me that you are a type 1 diabetic and you can't have cake, see that door? Walk out it. Literally. Like, goodbye. I'm not dealing with this today. So, obviously, yes, of course you can have cake. It doesn't necessarily have to be sugar-free, but if that's how you're comfortable, that's how you're comfortable. But please, don't give me the excuse of, I'm a diabetic, I can't eat that. Because I see it all the time on Facebook with one of my friends, and it literally pisses me off so bad. As long as you're giving insulin, especially because she's on a pump! When you're giving insulin, and you're giving correct insulin, go ahead and enjoy that piece of cake. Like, seriously. Most cake is pretty high in carbs, sometimes pretty fatty, and you put in the ice cream and you're just like, woo! It's like coffee for your system, because it's so sugary. And that's totally okay. Just make sure you're, going by correct carb counts, and make sure you're checking everything before you go, or before you eat. And obviously, you gotta make sure that you're careful about it, If you think it's gonna raise you high, that's fine. But make sure if you're wearing a CGM, that the minute you see those trending alerts, you check your blood sugar. Or if you're not wearing a CGM, which is totally fine, go ahead and check if you feel slightly off. You just have to know the warning signs and the precautionaries in order to get through this, and that's totally fine. Seriously. Totally, totally fine. So my final step, know your warning signs. A lot of times when you get into the life of the party, or in my case, not a party, because I don't party all the time. Actually, I haven't had a birthday party since I was like 10. And Bon Qui has already started planning my 21st birthday party. Except because she turns 21 after I do. We like can't drink, and I'm like, that's okay, like whatever. But like, when you get all caught up in it, it's so hard to manage your diabetes. And I understand, trust me. I'm really beginning to think I shouldn't go into TV and film, but I should go and I should be an endocrinologist. But then I'm like, I would be a terrible endocrinologist. Like, seriously. No way in hell. But, I get it. It's hard. People are there. They all want to talk to you. They all want to see how you're doing. Listen, I totally understand. But if you feel low, don't be afraid to be like, oh, excuse me for just like 1 second. I'm going to go check my blood sugar. I'll be right back. They're going to understand. No one's going to be mad at you. You feel off, your sensor's going off. You just do what's best for you. It all goes back to step 1, knowing your limits. You are completely in control of your life. You are completely in control of your diabetes. Do not let your birthday be the day you end up in the emergency room. Just a suggestion. And of course, have fun and celebrate. And like Katy Perry says, make it like your birthday every day. I don't know what this was, but yeah, so. So anyways, thank you guys so much for your love and support, and I will talk to you all soon-ish, depending on my life. So yeah, and of course, have a good one. Bye guys.